Hello, slimes and non-slimes alike, Rosa here, and recently the 9.6.0 PTB for Dead by Daylight has dropped, and with it bringing the diminishing return changes. If you haven't already, I highly recommend going watching my previous video on the topic so that you're all caught up on what we're going to be discussing. The main thing to note is that Diminishing Returns is designed to make it so that stacking modifiers are less effective, so that you cannot stack 4 of the same perk on each other to get like ridiculous healing speeds or ridiculous haste speeds. And this is designed to affect 5 things in total: survivor healing speeds, survivor generator speeds, killer gen regression perks, and both haste and hindered effects. Now that we actually have our hands on the diminishing returns mechanic, however, what exactly was in it that wasn't stated during the live stream? Well, killer powers, add-ons, and perks are all calculated separately. Meaning, if you are playing the clown with rapid brutality, you will still get the full value out of both your haste bottles, your haste add-ons, and the perk, as they're all separate things, and thus diminishing returns does not affect it. Diminishing returns only affects stacking of perks with the same effect. Now, the main takeaway from my previous video was that the killer's side of the meta is usually to just run quad slowdown, because most of the time behavior has a weird tendency to just kinda nerf every other meta out of existence for the killer. And diminishing returns affecting gen regression would seem to be finally behavior putting their foot down and putting an end to the quad slowdown meta for killers, forcing us to find some other way to make meta builds. You would think so, right? You would think this would be the update to kill quad slowdown, but no. Diminishing returns only affects perks that have the same activation requirements. And since literally every generator regression perk does not share a activation requirement, it means gen regression perks are completely unaffected. Which then begs the question, what was the point of even listing gen regression as being affected by diminishing returns in the first place? It's confusing, and there isn't enough time for me to go over all my thoughts on this video, so I'll see you all next time, and yeah, cheerio.